Deathgarden is a competitive asymmetrical action game where one overpowered hunter has to hunt 5 fast and agile but underpowered runners.
So the hunter has a lot of power. The runners themselves are obviously weaker on a one-on-one encounter, but what gives them their power is the team of 5, is their agility, and the fact that they can work together to complete their goals. We also gave the runner and the hunter different perspectives. The runners play from a third-person perspective, and the hunters play from a first-person perspective.
It's got a very traditional FPS-style gameplay, so it's got access to ranged weapons, guns, also bringing a fundamental power into the level. Now, this power is designed to tip the balance in favor of the hunter. Now, which power they bring into the level will change the way the runners have to adapt. And really the game revolves around control of the map.
The runners, even though they can't damage the hunter, they have access to a lot of tools to slow him, to stun him, to manipulate him into making mistakes, tricking him around the map. And that difference of FOV really can create these unique moments where a runner will be hiding in grass, let's say, and the hunter is right beside them, but they can't see them because of that difference. So right now we're showing off one objective type, which we're calling capture. There's 3 objectives to capture, and the runners have to capture 2 of them. If they're successful, exits will open and you can escape, if you can.
The hunter's win condition is simple. He just has to kill 3 of the 5 runners. A good hunter will have to understand how the teamwork works for the runners. Because at the end of the day, if the runners gain control of the map through their good teamwork, the hunter will just be chasing shadows. And even those empowered with all the abilities of the weapons and the powers to be able to strike back at them, if you can't find them and break that team dynamic, then he's going to start losing control of the game.
We're making a procedural game that forces you to think on your feet. Every time you play, the map is different, the layout is different, where the objectives are is different. You can't pre-learn that. You have to think on your feet and do it when you get into the game.
So we wanted the game to be very responsive. We wanted to have elevation in the game, and we wanted to have this responsiveness and elevation create amazing chases. We don't want every encounter to end in a death. We want escapes and chases and coming back into the game.
Runner revived.
We deliberately made the choice to not have a mini-map in Deathgarden. How do people know where everyone's going? How do I play as a team, as a runner? We built a mechanic for runners, which we're calling marking. That allows runners to shoot any crate in the environment, even the objectives. And by doing so, it reveals it to everyone in the map for 30 seconds. This allows people to kind of build the map awareness by doing an action in the game.
But as we move forward, we want to add more and more abilities and powers and weapons, and the core system will adapt to that. So it's very important for us, especially in an asymmetrical multiplayer game, to be able to see how people are going to start interacting with the suite of options we've given them.
Our objective is competition before anything. So we're really no pay to win and no grind to win. So if we were ever to release new skills, everyone would have access to them.
What we love about the game is that it's a classic video game adage that it's easy to play and hard to master. And it's what we really want to do with the choices is add more and more potential depth. You don't have to take on all these choices at an early stage, but the core concept of working together as a team is the most important thing in the game. So as long as you understand that, anything we add on top of that is just going to make the game better over the long term.